I want you to get together.
Given the Nephilim didn't choose their nature and demons have no opportunity for redemption, how is this reconciled with the idea of divine justice? When you have cancer, you don't reason with it. You don't question its morality. You cut it out. That's how God sees the Nephilim and demons. There's no good in them. All they can do is kill, steal, and destroy. They are a parasite on the earth in the physical sense because they ate up everything and ate people and all the animals, because the acquisitions of the earth cannot maintain them or support them. Left alone and left unchecked, they would eradicate all life on earth and then they would die themselves once resources have run out. They are a cancer. They are not a part of the original design. They're an invasive species that shouldn't be there in the creation to begin with. I think you are applying to them human virtues, emotions, and rights that don't apply to them. I don't think you fully understand what the Nephilim were, and still are today as demons. Now, even as demons, they are still parasites. They need hosts to survive. And when they do get into a host, they kill the host. They make them do terrible things for their own lusts and pleasures until the host is an empty shell vessel husk of what it used to be, and it's useless, and then they kill it. That's what parasites do. And when you have parasites, it's time for a cleanse. You don't let them live peaceably with you because all life is precious, or none of that nonsense. I think you need to switch off thinking a little bit about demons. And has nothing to do with divine justice. Nothing to do with that at all. It's simple. The earth is infested. It needs to be cleansed. Do you feel guilty for getting rid of parasites when you do a protocol? Do you feel bad about that? Do you feel bad about getting the cancer cells out of your body before they spread? Do you feel bad about that? You know, when you get poison in your hand and you can see it spreading up your vein towards your heart, do you feel bad about cutting off the arm to save the rest of the body? That's how you have to view this. Okay? They don't have good in them. They don't have the spirit of God or a soul to God, connected to God in any way. They are of the earth, and this earth is fallen. It is corrupted. And that's it. That's how you have to view it. That's it, really. And look, this is a problem. And it's not a problem. It's just an issue I've learned about people and our nature. People are inherently, most of the time, good. Most of the time. Okay? Or at least we try to do our best to be good to one another. And most good people don't understand evil. And most good people go through life assuming that other people want to be good to them too. And those are the people who get destroyed, stepped on, and crushed. Because good people tend to be naive to the reality of evil until they encounter it. And then they realize, well, usually they're not the same afterwards. And good people tend to have this issue of giving other people their own morality. Oh, they wouldn't do that because I wouldn't do it. Surely they wouldn't lie to me because I don't lie to people. Oh, they wouldn't kill me because I wouldn't kill people or them. And that's the mistake. That's the mistake you're making. You're basically making that mistake. You're humanizing something that isn't human, basically. And look, I'm not all for dehumanizing people because the people are people. We're flawed and complicated. But I'm all for making sure we don't humanize demons. I'm all for that. Okay. I'm not going to give them the same privilege. I'm not. They do not deserve it. It's that simple. The only way to get rid of a demon is to starve it. Okay, so, and obviously prayer as well and casting it out. But to make it weak and to make your vessel a place where that's not worth inhabiting, you need to make staying in your body bad for them. And to do that, you need to stop doing the thing they want you to do. That pleasure, that sin, that lust, that thing that they prompt you and whisper in your ear and influence you with thoughts that you think are your own but aren't your own, to make you go and do that thing, drink that drink, have that sex, smoke that thing, take that drug, eat that food, watch that TV show, kill that person, rape that person. It gets darker and darker and darker because it can go that far when you have demons involved. That's the problem. But if you starve the demon in you of that thing, eventually it won't want to be there anymore because you're useless to it. You're not providing what it wants. But demons live through your senses. They make you do those things because they don't have bodies anymore to feel things. But you do. And if you let it in your body, it will feel whatever you feel. It'll smell, taste, touch, see, hear, everything you hear, smell, touch, see, taste, and feel. So it lives vicariously through your senses. But it doesn't really want you to know it's doing that. So it makes it think you're thinking those things or you want to do that stuff. And it influences you to believe that's just who you are. But really, you're a child of God who was called for better things than that. And once you realize your power and authority and turn away from that life and obviously bring the Holy Spirit into your body, it will leave. And fasting is a great way of starving it of those things, because fasting is completely denying the flesh. Abstaining from doing anything and putting anything into it or doing anything at all. Eventually that will starve the demon out of you. That's the best thing to do. And it also is a good way to get rid of parasites in many ways too. So it goes hand in hand. That's a good way to get rid of demons. But you have the authority to cast them out anyway through Jesus Christ. He gave you that authority to tread on serpents and to cast out demons. It's simple. And they're a defeated enemy. They only survive through remaining hidden. That's how it works. They just don't want you to realize they're there. So they do everything they can to make you think you're the one doing those things. You're the one who wants that stuff. And you might even be disgusted with yourself. It's like, why do I do this? Why do I keep going back to that sin? Why do I keep partaking in this disgusting thing? And afterwards it's like, what did I do that? Why did I do that? Why am I doing this? And you know it's wrong, and you don't know why you can't stop, and you don't know what's making you go back for more, and you blame yourself and you guilt yourself and you feel shame and anxiety, and it's like, what am I? I'm a monster, and you believe these lies about yourself, and it gets worse and worse. But you're not. You're under the influence of a demon. That's really what it comes down to. I started to sound like Brian here, aren't I, from Demon Erasers? It's demons, bro. Nah, it's all demons. Everything is just demons. Yeah. But in a way, he's kind of right. What we're up against is horrible. It's a spiritual warfare, you know. And look, this isn't to say, like, once you get the demons out, you can't still be tempted. Because the problem is, everyone who's got demons in them will start attacking you. And if they can't get in you and possess you, then they'll make sure, while they're in everyone else, to oppress you from the outside with outside influence. Bad shit will start happening to you. People will start being mean to you. People will start cutting you up and stealing from you and even physically attacking you because they have demons in them that are controlling them, and you're an enemy to them now because you're no longer useful. And they'd rather have you dead than not be possessible anymore. So that's why Christians are an enemy, a serious enemy, because if you've got the Holy Spirit in you, they can't dwell in you anymore. Occupied. They'll do anything they can to make sure you never get there as well. They'll make you feel like you're not good enough, you're not worthy, you don't deserve salvation, or they'll make you think Jesus is just a sun god, or no, Jesus is just a symbol for the seasons or something, or Jesus is just a representation of the oil that goes up the spine to the third eye enlightenment, or oh, Christians are lame, or Christians are boring, oh, you don't want to be one of those, do you? It's like they'll do anything they can to push you away from just opening up and reading the word for yourself and letting Christ into your life. They'll just do everything to put you off it for as long as possible. But the problem is the truth, and it'll keep pulling you towards it whether you like it or not. And eventually the demon knows it's going to lose you. That's when it lashes out usually. That's when it does something extreme. And that's when really bad stuff happens just before that conversion. I got my own stories, you know, and I swear they tried to kill me when I was going through my coming to Christ period of life. I had one moment where I think I was having a brain aneurysm. I thought I was dying. And I had to call on Jesus to help me. Verbally, Jesus, help me. And it stopped instantly. And things happened after that, which I don't really want to discuss. but I know the demons were gone. Okay, like it was more like a TMI information, like a purging of the bad stuff happened. You know what I mean? Like it was gross on every level, but it happens once you let the Holy Spirit in. The thing has to come out, and there's plenty of stories be like vomiting black bile and all sorts of things when demons come out of them. Because I think there's a very physical aspect to it, which might be parasitical, to be honest. And I've got a whole presentation about parasites and demons, you know, to attest to that idea. And I think when the spiritual entity comes out, so does the physical infestation too. I think it's all there. And I think like the physical infestation is a conduit for the demonic manifestation, spiritually speaking. I think it's kind of the work spiritual and physical together in that sense. It get really complicated, but I think through Christ, honestly, that you can be saved and cleansed of such things. And that's how you know. That's why people like me are so solid in our beliefs. It's because we have practically applied it in our lives with tangible physical results to the point where it's undeniable. It's not just a fanciful concept because I read some words in a book that I have to put faith in believing. I don't have faith. I know. There's no faith about it. I've seen enough. I've done enough to know. Like, I come from the psychedelic community originally. I've seen some things. I know God is real. I know Jesus Christ is the truth, the way, and the life. And I'm going to profess that till I'm dead, because I cannot lie. I cannot say that's not true. I know it's true. I don't have to hope it's true. I don't have blessed hope or faith. I know. No one can tell me otherwise. No one can change that. That which has been seen cannot be unseen. You know what I mean? It's that kind of thing. And I think there's a lot more people coming out now and boldly proclaiming this truth, even in the odds of the horrors of the world, and ridicule rolls off our back now. It's like, I don't care. Call me crazy. You're wrong. It's real. It's true. He's there. You need to know him. I think we're done. I think people are braver than ever now. And if I can inspire other people to do the same, then great. What else is this platform for other than that, really, you know?
I want you to get together.